and welcome to our weekend release. This is the bonus podcast episode where we see how much extra content we can squeeze into your week. Random things that have been sent in, extra bits from our week, and how our wonderful advice has gone down with you.
Oh, our wonderful advice.
Our wonderful G&Divas.
Modest. We had a lovely time at yours this time last week, but we're going to go into that more on Tuesday's episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but thank you very much. It was wonderful.
Are we doing a debrief on Tuesday's main episode?
We will, yes.
Okay.
Because there's a lot to say.
Oh, is there? Oh,
Yeah.
God. Oh, God.
G&Divas will have questions, and I've got the answers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
What was slightly worrying, though, vote of confidence. You did a lovely chili, as you mentioned, and then you text me the next day going, is your tummy all right? So that maybe wasn't the biggest vote of confidence.
I had such a bad tummy the next day, but do you know why? It's because I found that bottle of brandy in the cupboard that wasn't mine from the previous owners. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
So me and J-Ro were on this brandy.
Yes.
Yeah. Got me pretty pissed, and we found out the brandy was from like 1992 or something. Was it, Ben?
It was a bit off, yeah.
It was off. So me and James were drinking it. It was see-through.
Was his stomach funny?
I didn't text him.
I'm seeing him tonight, I'll ask.
I'll ask him if he had the shits.
I'll put it in a different way.
Remember, this is the bonus podcast episode, so you can sign up and listen ad-free at sexmyboss.com/extra, and we're still loving your Wendy, can I borrow your potato peeler videos, so we want fellow call sign. What are they called?
We'll just call and response.
No, it's a call sign, isn't it?
Is it a call sign? Well,
What's the word? Call and response. No, so basically, if you're in public, we just want you to go, Wendy! Ben?
Can I borrow your potato peeler?
Great example. Right, let's do that again.
Well, we've got some examples.
All right, okay, but I want Ben to do it.
Oh, right, okay, fine.
Wendy!
Can I borrow your potato peeler?
That kind of thing. So, yeah, keep them coming in.
Well, we've got 5 submissions here from G&Divas. We've had lots more. Here are some 5. This first one is from James K.
Wendy!
Great.
I'm in the toilet. She'll hear me. Wendy! Can I borrow your potato peeler?
Wendy!
Can I borrow your potato peeler?
Great. Where is he? Wendy! Can I borrow your potato peeler? I mean...
Let's see if it works in rural Devon. Wendy!
Can you send me that? I'm gonna send it to my mum. I'll send that to my mum.
Well, thank you to James K, Lisa Cumming, Natalie Armin, Mike O'Hare, and Adrian Hoskins for those. They are hilarious. We will do more in due course. Haven't had any radio ones yet, you know, just come on, G&Divas. Any more radio ones other than my brother's radio show. Over to you.
Yeah, we'll leave that in your court.
Yes, we're not encouraging anything.
Okay. Anyway, shall we go to listeners' responses?
Well, before we do that, Jump Cup Jack has sent us this, and this is something that appears on social media from time to time. It's from the Craig Brown book about Princess Margaret, which came out a few years ago after her success in The Crown. I say her success, Vanessa Kirby's success playing Princess Margaret in The Crown. Or as it's written here, Princess Margaret, which is interesting. But it's Princess Margaret.
Don't be horrible.
Sorry, I've turned into
Do
Susanna
you know
Reid.
Jump Cut, It's a Small World? Jump Cut Jat's fiance.
Yes.
It's also Sophie, my producer on my show.
Yes. Oh, she actually now produces your show?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that. I just thought she worked in your building.
No, she works on the show now as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, there we go.
Safe. She's such a lovely girl, so funny.
So Funny? Is that her last name?
No!
So Funny.
Oh, so funny. Oh.
Anyway, we want to know, is this Princess Margaret's morning routine or Jordan North's? 9 a.m, she has breakfast in bed, followed by 2 hours in bed listening to the radio, reading the newspapers, which she invariably left scattered over the floor, and chain smoking. Again, Princess Margaret or Jordan North. 11 a.m, she gets into the bath run for her by her lady's maid.
Wow, what life.
Noon, an hour in the bath is followed by hair and makeup at her dressing table, and then she puts on clean clothes. As one would imagine of a princess, she never wore any of her clothes more than once without having them cleaned. 12:30 p.m. she appears downstairs for a vodka pick-me-up.
Shut up. Really? Is this on the weekend or just every day?
I think every day. 1 p.m. she joins the Queen Mother for a 4-course lunch served in an informal manner from silver dishes, with a half a bottle of wine per person plus fruit and half a dozen different varieties of native and continental cheeses.
Oh, I love a continental cheese.
3:30 p.m. she entertains the nation on Drive on Radio 1. So, Princess Margaret or Jordan North, I don't know.
Is that what she does?
Yes. It's quite...
2 hours in bed listening to the radio. I wonder what she listened to. Oh, Radio 4.
Yeah, I don't think she was
No.
listening to Radio 1.
She used to like Radio 3, didn't she?
Yes.
Have you heard her Desert Island Disc?
I have, yes. The actual one, not the one they reproduced for The Crown.
Oh, is it similar?
Yeah, I mean, you can't... Even The Crown, I don't think, would take liberties with that when there is very easily accessible public recording.
Oh, I really want some native and continental cheeses now. What a life. What a life.
It is a life. Would you eat cheese in bed, though? No, she didn't have that in bed. She had that with the Queen Mother.
She had breakfast in bed at 9 and then again lunch at 1.
Yes, and of course, married ladies, if you watched Downton, didn't you? Yeah. The married ladies would always have breakfast in bed, whereas unmarried ladies would go down and have it with the chaps. Because really, once a lady had got married and produced children, kind of it back in the day. God. So you didn't need to rush out of bed. So the etiquette was a married lady had breakfast in bed, unmarried ladies went down and joined the men.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Yeah, that's good. You've mentioned it about 4 times on the podcast, but it's fine.
Well, that's never stopped you. I sat there so politely pretending that you hadn't mentioned that Sophie and Jack and Sophie worked at Radio 1. You've done that before.
No, I just don't.
Yes, you have.
Don't bring Sophie and Jack into this.
I'm not bringing them.
This
I'm
is
bringing that
about us.
anecdote.
Don't bring that into them. Sophie and Jack have done naught to you.
Gene Divas, this is a morning record, if you can tell.
If you join us again, we said we usually record on a Friday, but due to busy schedules, we're recording on a Tuesday at 9 o'clock. So yeah, we're a bit busy.
Yes.
Maybe we should all have like one morning like Princess Margaret.
Oh my God, yes, we should all do. Let's live our best life as Princess Margaret. Let's follow her.
To be fair,
I get very bored listening to the radio for 2 hours in bed.
To be fair, that's not to do dissimilar to to a Sunday. I mean,
to your Sunday.
So I always nip out on a Sunday and get the paper.
Right.
Read it in bed.
Do you not have that delivered like the milk?
No.
No. Okay.
So it's not like I don't get a bath or have a ladies' maid, but on a Sunday I stay in bed reading paper, and then I listen to radio or put Sunday brunch on or something.
Right.
Watch that for a couple of hours.
I don't know if Princess Margaret watched Tib Lovejoy.
And then, I had the best bacon butty on Sunday. Oh, love a bacon butty. Do you like a bacon butty?
No, I'm far too much bread.
Really?
But I do have a piece of sourdough now, which we get from a bakery near us. And we freeze it. We slice it up, freeze it. So I just take one slice out the freezer when I need it, pop it under the grill, because as you know, we don't have a toaster, and then put some poached eggs on top, bit of butter. Oh, gorgeous. Three, not 4, 3 cherry tomatoes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because I'm on a diet.
Right, okay. Next listener's response, please.
Well, the first. This says, howdy, Sir William, Lady Ben and Squire North.
Thank you very much.
Although, Lady Ben, if you're styling someone lady... No, I won't bother doing
No, do it. Go on.
If you're styling someone lady and then first name, that they would be higher up the pecking order than a knight, so thus Sir William. So it would be howdy, Lady Ben, Sir William and Squire North. Not that Squire North is...
What's a squire?
Well, I don't really know. Like a country bumpkin, probably, is what they mean.
Is it the same as a square, if you're a bit square?
No.
Okay.
And neither is a count similar to anything else. My mate in secondary school in the 90s had 2 pencil cases. The ones with the timetable on one side and pictures of stationery on the other side.
Where's this come from? My pencil case.
Your pencil case. One red and one blue, the red one full of pens, etc., the blue full of dirty magazines. He used to rent them out for £2 a night. He made an absolute fortune. There were 5 to 6 rolled up in there. It was like Blockbuster but Nutbuster instead. He once had his pencil case confiscated, only to have it returned with one of the magazines missing. Dave.
I bet you he's like a multi-billionaire now, Dave. I bet you he's like did a start-up. Yeah, I've got a mate who used to sell sweets and stuff out his bag. Made a fortune.
Wow. I mean, how big was this pencil case to have 5 magazines rolled up?
My mate lent me a porn mag once and I got caught by my mum. So embarrassing.
Dear.
I was in the back of a wardrobe.
What?
You were in the back of a wardrobe.
No, the porn mag was. It wasn't a porn mag, I'm telling lies. Like when the internet first started and he printed loads of pictures of naked girls, women off. And my mum found them. She went mad. She went absolutely ballistic.
Right.
I was about 14, 15. Maybe, yeah.
It was a different time.
It was.
We'll go to Peter.
And his mum went mad because he printed them off in colour and used up colouring.
Would she have been less?
I remember it. I won't name any names. She went because my mum told his mum. Anyway.
Now, normally at that point, you then name a name. You're terrible. You go, I won't name a name, Pilks. I won't name a name.
No, because I haven't spoken to this guy in years. We ripped my Monopoly board in two once as well.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a big falling out playing Monopoly, so we ripped it in two during a rainy play date.
How old were you?
15.
15, right. This one is from Peter from Leeds. Hello, Jordan, William, EPB, and Diego.
Can I just say, we never had play dates when I was younger. That's just the thing now.
Well, you just had a rainy play date.
I don't know why I said that. If I mentioned that when I was younger, people would be like, what are you on about? In my day,
In your day.
you'd knock on for someone, you'd call for them. Your mums would never arrange, bring them over for a play date. We'll have It was just like, is he coming in? No. Or it'd be, it's raining outside, can Reese come in? Yeah, sound. Anyway.
Okay. Peter from Leeds says, just listened to the weekend release and heard how Jordan showed off his prowess in drawing a cock and balls on the whiteboard in the writing room. I work in property and facilities for a large company, and my assistant and I have a great game we play but never see the payoff. When closing down a building, if there is a flip chart and stand in the room, we flip through a dozen pages or so and draw the aforementioned cock and balls, complete with 3 spurts of jizz and some stubbly pubes.
That's what I did.
We then close the flip chart down and leave it. We never know who sees it, but
That's amazing.
We like to think some salespeople or finance team are in a boring meeting and someone presenting flips the page over and then tries to explain it away. So far, we've done it 9 times and it still amuses us. Bless you both for brightening my week. Cannot wait for the book. Pre-ordered already from sexedmyboss.com/book, which I pledge only to read whilst drinking a G&D. Peter from Leeds.
No, Peter from Leeds. Bless you for bringing and brightening our day. That's fantastic.
And potentially ruining a corporate sales pitch.
Can you just imagine that? So, yeah, if we just go over here, the trajectory for the third quarter is... Oh, there's a massive cock and balls there. Yeah.
You said quarter posh again.
Did I? Yeah, I was doing an impression.
Oh, were you? Oh, see.
Yeah.
Right. Of course you were. This is from Tom for Vicar Tom. Is this for Tom the Vicar? Dear Vicar Tom, I have a dilemma. Look, when Vicar Tom starts his own podcast, you write into that.
Hello, my child.
That's my mother.
Vicar Tom here. The thing is, I am not part of the podcast. I am a vicar, and I am one of God's own disciples. And I did...
Vicar Tom might just have fainted.
And I did marry William and his partner.
He didn't marry us.
He didn't marry us, but you know. So, in hindsight, Tom, I'm not part of the podcast, but say your prayers, and Jesus loves you. God bless you. We need to work on Vicar Tom's impression.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Yes,
We've got a new impression, everybody. We've got a new impression. Oh, no. I'll do one. This could hit there.
Oh, God, here we go.
Tom, my child, it's Vicar Tom here.
He's not Irish.
Well, you know, the Irish no, we can't really go.
No.
Thank you, my child. I shall say some prayers for you.
Anyway, this other Tom, layman Tom, writes to Vicar Tom, I have a dilemma that I believe you are uniquely placed to provide advice on. I'm a committed member of a local church, and a couple who I go to church with have recently gone on an extended holiday for a few weeks. While away, they asked me to pop around to their house to water their plants and make sure everything remains safe and secure. I head over for my first visit, and as they have plants throughout their house...
He didn't go in the freezer, did he?
I fill up the watering jug in the kitchen and start my rounds. I water the plants in the open plan lounge, kitchen diner, and then head to their bedroom where they have a lovely peace lily and some English ivy.
Sounds like an episode of Keeping Up Appearances.
Upon entering their bedroom, however, I noticed that they have forgotten to pack a couple of personal items. There are 2 sex toys in the middle of the bed.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Lying next to a Bible. The King James version, if you're interested. The quality Bible, good. A vibrator and a cock ring.
No! No!
While we are certainly from a broad church, it is hard to know what to do in this situation. Do I ignore what's on the bed, water the plants and say nothing? Do I not water the plants in the hope that wilting leaves will indicate that I have not been in the bedroom? Or do I find a postal address for them while abroad and send them the forgotten items? Any advice you have would be greatly appreciated. Tom.
Where, Tom? What bloody... Right, no. I feel sorry for the couple in this. Because they've gone on
a miserable holiday.
They've gone on holiday. No, they've gone on holiday and they're on sunbed. It's nice and peaceful, and one of them's just gone. Shit. What? Did you not lock the back door? Did you close the shed? It's worse. What? I left the cock ring, vibrator, and the fucking Bible on the bed. And they'll be like, Tom's coming round to water the plants. Are you joking?
I would say nothing.
Do you know what I'd do, Tom? Genuinely, if you're going to go back and to save embarrassment for them and for you, like, don't leave them on the bed. Maybe don't touch them, but, like, kick them off and put them under the bed. So at least when they get back, they'll be like, oh, thank God he didn't see them.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, shove them under the bed so they'll have thought they fell under the bed.
It's nice, but then he's got to touch them.
Yeah, we'll just put some gloves on.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah. Check what's in the freezer as well.
Shall I voice note Vicar Tom this, and I'll get him to voice note us back, and maybe in our next weekend release, we'll have an update from Vicar Tom, seeing as this layman Tom had written to Vicar Tom.
Well,
we can subcontract out the advice.
God doesn't believe in toys of sexual nature, Tom. So, yeah. Do you like my impression of Vicar Tom?
Oh, it's like he's in the room.
It is, isn't it?
It's good. Lovely. Well, I read out the ending last week and you hated it, so over to you.
No, it's fine. You do it. So if you've got a question or a story that isn't a dilemma or a problem, this is the place where we can read it out. So drop into our DMs on social media or send us an email to help@sexandmyboss.com.
And if you wanted to watch back our Tuesday episode, you can go to YouTube on Sunday and the full episode will be there on YouTube.
Did he put the full episodes up?
We do now because there was a big demand from people. I say big demand, 4 people. But for those 4 people, they're going to be very happy on Sunday because you can watch this week's Tuesday episode in full on Sunday.
We're like Holly and Phil dancing on ice.
Are we?
Because Holly and Phil are on Sunday as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Ice, yeah. We also love hearing back from the people we offer advice to. So if that's you, get back in touch with producer Ben and we'll see you next week. You should have done Dancing on Ice.
No.
Have we ever talked about that?
I think we've mentioned it.
Okay. Right.
We are like Holly and Phil.